right, Bears fans, welcome back to another episode of BearsMediaCo. Trade deadline here has come and gone. And one thing I can say about it, the Chicago Bears defense got a little bit better. So hey, I'm Brent C. Welcome to the show. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button because you know I want to see you and I want to talk to you. And second of all, hit that like button. And third, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know how you think the Bears did on the trade line today. So let's go. Now, Bears fans, at the trade deadline, the Chicago Bears, what did they do? GM Ryan Poles said, you know what? Let's help out that defensive line. And what do? He gave up a second rounder in next year's draft so we can get one of the best defensive linemen in the NFL right now. So, what does he look like? Montez Sweat out of the Washington Commanders. This guy has 6.5 sacks on the season. And if you know anything about the Chicago Bears, we have 10 sacks as a whole team. 10 sacks as a team on the year. Now, 6.5 sacks by one person, 10 sacks by a rotation of about 9 guys. That is an improvement in my book. So guess what? We are looking well. Now, in my opinion, a second rounder for a guy on the last year of his contract, hey, that might be a little bit steep. Now, Ryan Poles, our GM, he has said that he wants us to build through the draft. So he must have looked at this draft and the edges that are coming out and said, you know what? Maybe I need to make a move. I can't blame him. I mean, for me, there's only really 2 or 3 defensive ends in the coming draft that are worthy of a top 3 pick. Well, not top 3, I should say, worthy to be picked in the first 3 rounds. And, you know, how many teams are there and how many are going to be looking for a defensive end? Every team is going to be looking for a defensive end in the draft. Because why? Hey, if you're going to build a solid defense, you got to be able to get after the quarterback of the opposing team. Now, as I said, the Chicago Bears this year, 10 sacks as a defense, not very good. So adding one of a better pass rusher should help our defensive line a little bit more, a whole lot more, I should say. And Unique Ngakoue, hey, this dude, now you got a running mate on the other side. So hopefully his sack totals start to go up because I do believe he only has 1 on the year. So, Bears fans, let me know what you think down in the comments and let's have at it. Now, on the other hand, our number 1 cornerback, Jalen Johnson, he wanted money. He asked for a trade. The Chicago Bears allowed him to seek a trade. And at the 4 p.m. Eastern deadline today, he is still a Chicago Bear. Now, there's a lot of rumors that have been going around that he wanted to be paid as one of the best corners in the league. And right now, I do believe the top paid corner is Jaire Alexander up in Green Bay, and he is making $21 million a year. Now, Bears fans, let that sink in. $21 million a year. I don't believe Jalen Johnson is worth $21 million a year, and I love the guy. He is a hard worker, and he only gives up about a third of the passes going his way. So teams avoid him on a regular basis. So I'm not sure how much he was asking for, but $21 million is a little bit too much, in my opinion. So how much do you think Jalen Johnson on the new contract is worth? For me, at 24 years old, Jalen Johnson, I would say I would pay him, if I was the GM, let me say that again. I would pay Jalen Johnson $12 to $13 million a year. I would give him anywhere between a 3 and 4 year contract with most of it guaranteed. That would make him happy, should make him happy. I would be happy that he would be here long term. Now, I know a lot of fans really enjoy Jalen being in a Bears uniform. I know I do as well. So, hey, hopefully our GM, Ryan Poles, and Jalen Johnson can come to some sort of agreement and he can be here long term. But if not, next year, there's the possibility of tagging him at $16 million next year. Quite a bit of money, but it's less than 21 million. I can tell you that. But like I say, between 12 and 13 million, in my opinion, will be a fair offer for Jalen Johnson. Now look at here, Bears fans. What are we going to do with this coaching staff? That is the question after being blown out by the LA Chargers on Sunday night. Monday morning, all I heard was everybody needs to be fired. Justin Fields is going to get traded to Atlanta, and all the Bears fans were ready to revolt. You can't make this stuff up, but I'm telling you, if you're not following BearsMediaCo over on Twitter, X, you're doing it wrong. And so come on over and follow me over there, and let's see what we're talking about. Now, Justin Fields, he's still with us, and that's a good thing in my opinion. But what are we going to do with this coaching staff? To me, they have proven that they do not know what to do offensively. You have one good game against bottom feeder in the Las Vegas Raiders. These guys weren't very good, and we were going against their backup quarterback, and then in the fourth quarter, we were going up against their rookie third string quarterback. So I'm not sure what they were thinking, because as you know, when we got to LA, we looked horrible. Now I know there's a lot of talk about Tyson Bagent. Good guy. Love what he can do. But on a couple of those throws, I mean, this guy, instead of having 2 picks, he probably was looking at somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 5 picks. So, not that, I want to hold that against him, but he is definitely a backup quarterback as of right now. Now, Justin Fields is still hurt, and he's already been declared out for the New Orleans Saints game. And Tyson Bagent is going to be going up against a defense that can truly apply some pressure, more so than even the Chargers. So I hope Luke Getsy has got a better game plan than what he did this past week. So, Bears fans, what do you think? Justin Fields, Tyson Bagent, how do you feel about it? Let me know down in the comments. But let me tell you this, in my opinion, we have a solid quarterback room. The problem with our offense is definitely our offensive coordinator. I mean, from game to game, you just never know what you're going to get. So I would think a better OC next year with those 2 guys. I think this offense could definitely do way better than what they're doing right now. So with that said, Bears fans, I'm going to get out of here. Just a quick one where I wanted to talk to you. But for the rest of this week, I hope you have a blessed one. And as always, from me to you, peace.